Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working all day and now it's after work. I'm Joe. Welcome back to That Nintendo Show that used to be a weekly podcast we did up until about a year ago, and it kind of stopped because everyone does the news and you don't want to hear the news from me. There's better people out there. I highly recommend Nintendo Talk and Nintendo Guru. Those are my boys. They do it a hell of a lot better. So what I've done now with the show is just, it's a once in a while thing. Normally when these directs happen, we bring back the show from its revival, from the dead. I pull it out of iTunes and I just go, here you go. Here's the show. And then, we slap it up on YouTube afterwards. So if you're watching this live, we're going to do a live reaction to Indie Highlights, the direct that just randomly happened because Gamescom is this week, so this is the only logical reason for this to happen, and it only show up on the Nintendo of Europe website, YouTube channel, which, if anyone has seen it elsewhere, I know that trailers have been going out like crazy. I've seen some posts on Discord because everyone is going nuts in there, which is awesome. I don't know what's from this direct and what's not, so we're going to go in with a fresh pair of eyes. I want to get your guys' reactions as well, what you guys are excited for. Throw them away in the chat now, so that way when the games come up, I could be like, oh, I get that. I know that reference now, like, to this stuff. So we're going to do a Nintendo Spotlight afterwards. Normal way the show goes is I get your guys' reactions. This is our show. We talk about the stuff that's going on in Nintendo news, and we either geek about it, have constructive criticism about it, or just flat out give it the boot. Get that crap out of here. So without further ado, let's jump into this Indie Highlights that's happened. I'm probably going to have to do some mic adjusting here every now and again, but we'll get it down.
Hello everybody, and
hi.
to our Indie Highlights presentation.
Hopefully Garfield Kart 2 is announced.
Filled to the brim with top indie games.
I'm in and now I'm out.
Nintendo
Yo,
Switch.
L1.
We've been working
Have
with
yourself
some
a great
of the
night.
most talented independent developers on the planet, and we've
Okay.
loved seeing their work thrive and flourish on our platforms.
That's right.
Because of them,
Nindies, baby.
Nintendo
Let's
Switch
go.
is already home to some tip-top independent games. And here's a bunch more. You're an inquisitive cabbie, helping the Parisian police investigate a vivid cast of potential serial killers while making enough money to pay your bills in Night Cool.
White cool. Probably gonna do this for the. That's gonna take off. Yep, doesn't. Do that. Let's do that. Thank you. Bring me back. All right, we'll do that for the moment, and then I'll bring every. Oh no. Yep. You know what? No, screw it. We're just gonna keep it there. You pre-ordered this liquid? Night Call? Let me know if I need to raise the audio for
Experience a new
this so you
kind
guys
of
can hear
narrative
it.
noir game when the super stylish Night Cool releases in early 2019. Being a human is
It's like a
pretty
text-based
cool,
adventure,
but have
no?
you ever tried being a pig, a snake, a frog, a lion, and a dragon?
Yes.
All in one day?
This was supposed to come out earlier this year, I feel like. This is now in October, right? Oh. It's so typical. I was like, I already knew Cymbal Crash is gonna happen. Damn, this game looks really impressive in terms of like the anime. They stepped it up. They stepped it up. Wow, this looks really good. So far, this is only the second game, and the last one isn't coming out till next year. This, I know, is supposed to come out this year. Ooh, I like the way the dragon looks. Ooh, hello.
Monster Boy and the Cursed
November
Kingdom
6th.
shapeshifts onto Nintendo Switch.
I
on
feel like that
November
got
6th.
pushed twice, but I could be wrong.
What would you
Anime?
do if
Was
you
that
could control
Spyro's
time?
dad, Yo
Save
Savage?
people in need? Sleep in longer? How about solve a load of brain-teasing conundrums?
I still have to play the other one that came to Switch. Oh, Dragon's Trap. The Gardens Between. It's got like VHS, wow. Kind of reminds me of Brothers a little bit.
The
Puzzle
surreal
platform?
puzzler, The Gardens Between, makes the journey to Nintendo Switch on September 20th. You can pre-order from Nintendo eShop right
Oh.
now.
This looks like my room.
It's time to hit the mean,
Seems like Mountain
procedurally
Valley, I think it's
generated
called.
streets. This brilliantly balmy brawler is coming to Nintendo Switch with 4-player co-op and exclusive
I'm sorry,
enhancements.
what? Instead of Streets of Rage? Streets of Rogue. Why is it gotta be a roguelite? This kind of reminds me a little bit of Death Road to Canada, just very slightly. Oh! He beat up the bartender! Rock, paper, shotgun. Cinnamon Toast Ken. Wow. I haven't heard of Cinnamon Toast Ken in a hot minute. Yo, Ted, thank you for the 10 bits, fam. How you doing? My man just got a mushroom. Yo, can we get some love for Ted up in the chat? How you doing, fam? Wait, it's like a giant brawl-out twin stick shooter. Yo, it's even got the Streets of Rage font and color scheme. Yo, these guys.
Streets of Rogue comes to town this winter. Beards and boats and bows and arrows. Defend your island kingdom from hordes
Oh,
of
Bad
Viking
North. I picked this
invaders
up
in
today.
this charming but brutal real-time tactics roguelite.
Bad North. Raw Fury. I'm sorry, wallet. I hope you can forgive me one day. Everyone's wallets is done. Liquids, dudes. Oh man. We playing Bad North today for Nintendo Spotlight? Yes, yes we are. Leave my way. Jesus. Now, this is coming out to everything, right? What? And second question: was this a mobile game by chance? Not that I'm not bashing it or anything like that. It seems like the small islands and whatnot. It was
Bad
almost
North
made
is
for like a
marauding its
mobile
way
game
onto
or something
Nintendo
like that.
eShop right now.
That's available now. I have that ready to go.
And
This is
now,
bloody.
Some updates from our friends at 11-bit
Oh yeah,
Studios.
11-bit went ham today. I got all their emails. Moonlighter. That should be coming out soon, right? That's September 25th or something like that. Yo, Shocktopus, what up, fam? Not bad, just looking forward to the physical release for Hollow Knight. Nice! I didn't even realize I was getting a physical. Maybe I did, and I just forced myself to forget so I don't double dip again. Every adventure has to pay off. This War of Mine. I heard this was a good game. This has come out on other consoles. All the clips. Already? Yo, how the hell we get 12 clips already, though? That Blade Stranger and The Messenger are the same week. Ooh, decisions, dude. I wish this game still came in the cardboard boxes. Wait, what? In war, not everyone's a soldier. Children. This is a game I heard you guys were very impressed by in the Discord. And I can see why. I can totally see why now. Kind of reminds me of like Hyper Light Drifter a little bit, like the gameplay. It runs in the family, I think.
Children of Mortar, This War of Mine, and Moonlighter are all making their way to Nintendo Switch. Pew, pew, pew! Embark on a challenging journey through an ever-changing cosmos in Everspace, a fast-paced roguelike space shooter.
So, L1 was like, yo, this is already out on... Or no, there's a limited runs for this on PS4 for this game. Damn. Okay, so... what happens when Starlink comes out? Because I'm immediately feeling Starlink vibes.
Who are you exactly?
Please, call me Maurice. I have been ordered to execute search and destroy warrants in the demilitarized zone.
You're a bounty hunter? Outlaw?
I like the character models.
We of the Coalition have bigger plans. The place is infested with gray goose swarms. Someone has to destroy them.
Stellar Edition. Jiminy Christmas. Damn. Yo,
Everspace
Zero, thank you
Stellar
for the
Edition,
host, fam.
featuring the base game and the Encounters expansion, blasts off this December. So get
My
ready to shoot,
God.
loot, and craft your way to victory.
Yo, Zero, fam, thank you for the host. Before we get any further, I just want to catch up on chat here. This coming out on PS4. I'm pretty sure some of the games, if they aren't already, they're probably out on other consoles, or maybe they're coming out same time. Usually Nintendo will say Switch exclusive or come in to Switch first. They'll use that verbiage if it's a game that's, that they really want to hype behind, like it being on Nintendo Switch first. How does Nintendo expect me to play all these games while keeping a job and get any sleep? Yo, fam, I had the same questions myself. Reminds me a bit of Enter the Gungeon. That oh my gosh, that Children of Morta game, Twin, or the or Everspace. Which games still? I don't know. Cardboard boxes. Yo, Zero, thank you for the raid and host again, fam. Yo, guys, give Zero a follow. Show that man some love. Puts in good work. Everspace is the best indie game so far on Switch. Goaty. Damn, Draco's making strong statements for halfway in.
Baba is me?
Let's see what's up.
Baba is you!
Baba's me?
In this tricky puzzler, you don't just make the rules, you are the rules.
Oh. Well then. That Children of Morta game? Gotcha.
He's too strong.
Yo, lady, thank you for the host. What is happening? Boxes put. Hey, gonna go around making these puzzles and fun is Gus. Fun Gus is Baba. Nintendo Switch pixelated. All is stop. Gotta get the little kitty going in the Switch. Gotta let the little things go in the Switch. Going down the well. Aw. Okay. Seems like a puzzler.
Call the shots in over 100 brain-teasing levels when Baba Is You comes to
Puzzle
Nintendo
game.
Switch this autumn. Craft a unique deck of cards, encounter bizarre creatures, and discover relics of
That
immense
Everspace has
power
just been
in Slay the
dethroned?
Spire from Megacrit Games.
Slay the Spire. Let's see what Mega Crit has for us here. It looks like a kid's. I'm sure it's a crazy puzzler. It's probably gonna like destroy. Oh, Humble Bundle. Shoutouts. Mega Crit Games and a Humble Bundle is probably publishing this game. Oh man, we're getting card games on Switch. Card RPG games. Uh-oh. You're gonna harken back to my chain of memories. Yeah, it's total turn-based card battle. Interesting. I'm guessing the cards are randomized too. Card game. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna lower it just a skosh. Yo, but is that the Mr. Maximus? What up, fam? Welcome to That Nintendo Show. Mr. Maximus, I love
Play
you.
your cards right. Slay the Spire climbs
I'll
the
play
tower
my cards
in early
right.
2019. The fast-paced sports action game of the 90s,
Oh.
Windjammers, will return on Nintendo
This.
Switch.
I saw mad people on Twitter going crazy over this. Okay, so the first one is in fact coming to Switch. Okay. Flying disc game. Can't you just call it Ultimate Frisbee? Come on now, let's just call it what it is. Yo, that looks like Axel and Blaze from Streets of Rage 2. I'm just saying. That man looks like Max from Streets of Rage. Yo, come on, man. No, that looks like Max. Oh my god. I'm in the game too.
Wait, what's this?
Oh snap. Hold up, we gave you that pixelated version. Let me make this look real pretty and show you the sequel. My man has a mean mustache. Jesus Christ. My man looking like Ben Stiller from Dodgeball. Yo, what? He just went Ultra Instinct. What the hell just happened there? Windjammers 2.
Windjammers 2 is sure to serve up fun when it launches in 2019.
Jesus Christ.
You can warm up with the original Windjammers from October 23rd this year.
October 23rd.
Hey, dig this.
Yo. That's a durable frisbee, right? Oh, is this Terraria? Yo, where's Panache? It's Terraria.
Rise
Joe's
and
in the
shine,
game.
mates. Build and manage a maximum security prison in Prison
Oh, this came out
Architect
today,
Nintendo
too.
Switch Edition.
BAFTA award-winning simulation and management game Prison Architect puts you in charge of your very own penitentiary. Look after your inmates by building a secure lockup, keeping them safe and healthy, and helping rehabilitate them into productive members of society.
Yeah, I would like my
But
jail.
be careful.
would be like the inmates run the asylum. I would be
terrible.
terrible at this. I can't keep that organized. Come on now, that's a damn lie.
That explores the grim and gruesome reality of legal grey areas in the prison system.
Come on
and
now.
In-depth sandbox mode.
I thought they were talking about Pong, dude says.
You can also upload your best builds to World of Wardens, so players across
What in the
globe
world?
can
That's
test
the
out
one
your
durable
creations.
frisbee.
Prison Architect for Nintendo Switch is a premium edition.
A day
which
after
includes
your
2
birthday,
expansions,
yo.
All Day and a Night, and Psych Ward, letting you up the challenge with new wardens and maps, as
Oh,
well
okay,
as a
so
new
it gives you an
security class,
expansion.
Criminally Insane.
That explains why it's so expensive. Like $39.99.
As something else to look forward to, a new
I mean, it's
add-on
not
pack based on
expensive,
Prison
but
Architect's wildly popular
never
escape mode
mind.
will be available on Nintendo Switch later this summer. In escape mode, you take on the role of an inmate, carry out missions, earn
Oh.
cash, recruit new crew members, and do whatever it takes to dig, sneak, swim, or fight your way to
So
freedom.
like the Escapist.
Will you build a calm utopia of rehab and care, or come
So like the Escapist, right? They're basically
down
Moving
your
on.
inmates with an iron fist? After all, it's your prison.
my jail would
your
just play
rules.
Allier full blast all day. Hey guys, all day. Allier here. Pretty much, Joe. Yo. Oh man.
Knuckle down and lock 'em up.
It's the other
Prison
side of the
Architect Nintendo Switch
Escapists.
Edition is available
Word.
to download right now.
Available.
Escape mode will be available to purchase as downloadable content later this summer.
Summer's almost over, man.
Get ready for massively Morphe
When
player
did they
action
record
in
this?
Morphe's Law, a unique team-based online shooter where your size affects your abilities.
Now that the humans are gone, we can get to business.
No business.
Meet the Morpheus. The humans gave us one purpose: to grow as big as possible.
Grow.
Shoot to grow.
I always thought this was like the silliest, wackiest mechanic,
Bigger parts means
but it's
bigger
hysterical. I downloaded this today too as well. So hopefully we have enough time to cover both Bad North and Morphe's Law. We'll see how much time we got. Oi!
diverse team.
Big parts. Wait, what?
Diverse tactics.
Diverse tactics. Hey.
Play in games of 4-on-4 online multiplayer.
Or Joe 4.
And local multiplayer.
8
Offline play.
person multiplayer. Offline bots.
Make your own weapons.
Hello. Oh, that's cool.
Customize your Morphe
Okay, that was cool. Make your own weapons.
with gyro aiming controls.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
60-ish frames per second.
60-ish. Hey, you know what? At least they admit it. Like, hey, it's kind of 60. Maybe it's 59. The ish does that mean? Yo, I don't even know. Oh, what the hell?
Thanks for that, big guy. Morphe's Law shoots onto Nintendo eShop tonight. By the way, all the titles on screen right now will be playable on the show floor at Gamescom 2018.
Oh, get out of here.
If you're there,
Yo.
we hope you'll swing by and give
Or Groove. I've been waiting for you. You taking mad long. By the time you come out, I'm already be playing Fire Emblem. Like, come on. Come
them a
out already.
whirl. And if you're not there, look forward to seeing them on Nintendo eShop in the future. We hope you enjoyed this Indie Highlights
That
presentation.
didn't even feel like 22
As
minutes, to be
always,
honest
we'll
with you.
continue to
That went
deliver
quick.
new information on all sorts of independent titles coming to Nintendo Switch in the future. In fact, stay tuned for even more info coming very soon. Thanks for watching.
Oh, I thank you. Okay. Hey, oh. Oh, hey, world. I'm in the chest. Buffering streak. Oh no, it begins. Okay, so considering my internet just took a giant heaving dump, I have to finish this episode on just regular good old recording, no live stream. So we did just finish the Nintendo Direct. Like I mentioned, I pre-ordered Bad North and Morphe's Law. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard that there's some framey issues with Morphe's Law, or that it looks a little bit unfinished, but trying to not let other people's thoughts bury myself in. So I'm gonna try to mess around with the game tonight, and then we'll do a proper Nintendo Spotlight live soon. Hopefully tomorrow I can just go back to normal streaming and my fine. I think it might have had something to do with the fact that I was using my Switch under the UK account, so like maybe it's pulling the stream from the UK directly as opposed to from the US. So maybe I should have streamed from the YouTube instead. And maybe that's why I got throttled a bit. I'm not sure how that all works. But anyway, let's just wrap up real quick everything that they went over on the Direct. We got Night Call for early 2019. Seems like a text-based adventure. Pretty neat. Not really up my alley, but I mean, I'm sure this game is there's an audience for this game. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you guys think as well. Since normally I pull from the chat and get your guys in the moment reacting to stuff like we normally do with that Nintendo show. So again, I apologize. Definitely let me know in the comments. We can even talk about it tomorrow over on Twitch and have a discussion while we're playing these games on Spotlight. So up next, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. This game looks great. Definitely a graphical improvement from what Monster Boy the Dragon's Trap looked for. What I did like about Monster Boy and Dragon's Trap was the ability to change to the original graphics of the game and go back to the hand-drawn animations. This game looks amazing in terms of like what they did, and it seems like almost seems like they got rid of the floatiness too. I don't know. I didn't see like the character like kind of hovering about when they jumped. So I'm picking this up. I've been waiting for this game. I'm picking this up when it comes out. This is also another Nicholas game. Have some goodies. I know FDG Entertainment is I think they're developing it, but maybe I'm just getting that all wrong. Maybe FDG is just actually publishing. But with that said, I'm excited for Monster. I can't wait to pick this up. Gardens Between from Voxel Angels is a puzzle platformer, and that comes out the 20th. But going back, Monster Boy, November 6th, 2018, which that seems like that got delayed again. But again, maybe it didn't have an original date, and I'm just looking at Amazon. But I could have sworn that was like supposed to come out during the summer, then I saw October, and now November. Hopefully everything's okay with that game. I'm still excited nonetheless. And The Gardens Between, Voxel Angels, it's a puzzle platformer. This was the game that looked like that kind of reminded me a little bit of Brothers with like the two characters walking around. I thought that was pretty neat. I don't know if it'll be a day one for me per se, but it did look neat with like you going up the mountains, like solving different puzzles to get to the next area. Shout out to the VCR. Can we get some VCR emotes? I was a Joe after switches, but anyway, here comes a game that I am conflicted by because of the name of the title, the font that it took, and it not reminding me of a beat 'em up. It's called Streets of Rogue. It's from Tiny Build. It's got the font of Streets of Rage on there, first off, and it it seems like it's a twin stick action game that's following around different characters, randomly generated areas and whatnot. You know what Tiny Build is known for a lot with the games that they publish and develop. A lot of stuff behind randomly generated stages. So that's coming out winter 2018. It's pixel arty. Sort of looking. Best way to describe it is kind of like what Death the Road to Canada looks like in terms of like the 1-2 level and all the action based stuff. Not so much like the Oregon Trail part of that. And up next we have Bad North, which that came out today. That was just a stealth release out of nowhere. One of two for today for sure. That's Raw Fury. That's available now. It seems like it's a tactical. It seemed tactics based, which what really got me. And you're like small levels, but like a lot going on. It looks awesome, dude. So I'm very very curious about this. Curious enough that I freaking up next 11-bit Moonlighter. 11-bit dropped like 4 titles. One of which we already knew. The other 3 we didn't know were coming to Switch. Now, Moonlighter from Digital Sun 2018. This War of Mine 2018. Children of Morta. It's very interesting. That's coming out early 2019. That's sort of the top-down action game that I said reminded me a little bit of Hyper Light Drifter. Very curious about that one. Seems like it's got some RPG elements going for it. You see like the that's on when you're hitting the enemies and all that stuff. And Moonlighter for sure. I've been waiting for that one. I keep forgetting that that's a game that I want because I'm like, what's Moonlighter again? Oh yeah, it's the one that's got like the top-down Zelda like sort of style. And I know that one's got like some roguelike elements to it, but it seems like it's actually got like story to it almost. So it's kept me interested so far. Hell, I bought Dead Cells, and that's like one of my favorite roguelites ever. And and there's only like 1 or 2 other ones that I really the roguelike genres. There we go. Everspace from Rockfish that comes out in December, and this is going to be very interesting because this will come out 2 months after 2 months after Starlink, and I got Starlink and No Man's Sky vibes from this game in terms of like the way the ship moves and the action it goes in. So very curious to see what the fan reaction is going to be when this game comes out. Definitely let me know if you guys are excited for this game. If you've played this on other consoles, because it seems like we're getting a definitive edition of sorts that's called the Stellar Edition. So we're going to get a DLC attached to this as well. Yeah, definitely let me know if it's something I should keep my eye on as well. If you guys want to see a Nintendo spotlight on this. Tempuli Games came up next with Baba Is You. That's autumn 2018. It's a puzzle game that looked very random and weird. It was like I think it was a rabbit or a cat that was walking by and like pushing things to get to the next area. So yeah, again, not really up my alley, but it did look cute. Up next, we had from Metacritic Games, published by Humble Bundle, was Slay the Spire. It's a card-based RPG game where you're using the cards. The best way I can describe it is if you played Chain of Memories on the game, there's the like the card system where you're getting different cards and that to attack your enemies with, and that's sort of how your battles goes. Except this takes that and puts it in a turn-based turn-based strategy game where but that seems to be the crux of it. I don't really know like how you go collect cards if you get them through battles, or you have to like purchasing them in game currency wise or something like that. But it definitely seems interesting. Again, I'm not I can't get into the card based games, but the fact that it puts in turn based strategy into it, I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle right now. And then this one I saw earlier, everyone tweeting out like mad people about Windjammers from Dadimu, October 23rd coming to this. Then they dropped Windjammers 2 in 2019. The animation, the art style looked 10 times more beautiful than what they had showed, and the like the original the first one that they showed, it looks great, looks amazing, but like then they like changed it up. I was like, oh whoa, this art style looks even more beautiful. It looks great, but it's more Windjammers. So hey, if you're into that, awesome. Definitely let me know if you guys plan on picking this up, because maybe we can make this a community night and actually play the game every night. Then Terraria. As soon as I saw like the eyeball thing, I was like, "Oh, it's Terraria." That's coming out 2019. I know Panage used to play that a lot, or one of our community people. She used to play a good chunk of that. I remember one day he was spending like 6 hours just waiting for this one particular item or an and it was in stream, and he's just keeping me updated. It was hysterical. But I don't even know if he ever got them. But up next, we have two more games: Prison Architect from Double 11 and Introvision Software. That's available now. Oh, that was we had 3 stealth releases, right? And escape mode coming sometime this summer, which summer is almost over. We got like 4. Well, we got like 4 to 6 weeks. What am I saying? Summer ends what, towards the end of September, 21st, something. But anyway, that's available now, and escape mode is sort of like the Escapist, but the main core of this game is actually the 180 of the Escapist, and instead of you being the prisoner, you are constructing the prison, and with that, you're actually running the entire asylum, and then it's got like adventure capitalist vibes to it, where like you're ranking up different things that'll help you put more towards keeping the inmates at bay, and like, you have your big cafeteria area, your cells to bring in more prisoners, stuff like that. So interesting. I don't know if this is a game that's up my alley, but I love that these games are coming out and being brought over to the Switch. That's all I can ask for, is more support and variety of stuff that's quality. And it seems like most of these games coming off as quality. Last but not least, we got Morphe's Law online shooter. We saw this last year at Nintendo Direct. Really unique. Curious to know. So it's got a $20 price tag to it. $19.99. And it's from Cosmoscope. That came out today as well. This was the third one, and then Direct. We'll close out here with this. But I am curious to know, with Fortnite ready out and free to play, how this game is gonna do fan base wise, like public wise, audience wise. Are people going to be buying this game, or is it too late for Morphe's Law to make impact with Fortnite out? They had a 6-month window. They had a window where when this game got announced, everyone was excited at the fact that, oh crap, we're getting something that's kind of like Fortnite extent, but with a unique spin where you shoot body parts. Also, is it different enough? Well, I shouldn't. So maybe I shouldn't make the comparison to Fortnite, because Fortnite is more battle royale. But the fact that it was a multiplayer online shooter with 4v4, I think there was an 8-player thing that I got to go back and watch. But there were so many different, not different, but like, something that wasn't on the Switch already, that we now already have with Fortnite. We already have a Paladins. You had games like Doom that had the online multiplayer, but didn't really, like, the updates kind of made it super buggy, really hard to get into battles. Is this game going to stand up with likes of everything we've been playing this summer? That's where I'm very curious. Let me know if you guys are picking up Morphe's Law. I'm gonna try it out on a Nintendo Spotlight sometime this week. Hopefully my internet have out and be able to properly stream shortly. I hope this lasts tonight. But I'm very curious from that perspective. Otherwise, I'm excited to play the game, check it out. I've already heard that there are some, and even in that trailer, it said 60 frames ish. So that kind of concerns me. If it's gonna be like, hey, 60 ish, does that mean like I'm gonna drop down to single frame? Or do you just mean like 59 frames per second? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to that Nintendo show. I'm gonna edit this YouTube, so if you enjoy things like this and you actually want to see talk more about video games again, we used to do that Nintendo show, the weekly podcast. I actually used to have this up over on iTunes, SoundCloud. You could probably still find it there. Check back on the old up. And I had stopped it because within our community, there's a lot more better people that. But if you want to hear my take on, definitely Oh, I'm curious to know if that is something you're, or if you want, or if you're just tired of everyone else is already doing it. Don't be one more person that does it. I'm just genuinely curious if this is something you do keep as the once in a while thing. We bring it back for the directs. That'll never change. But as like a weekly show that live on Twitch, the whole purpose of it was this was our show. This was that Nintendo show where we talk about things, current events, things that have happened. It's like a weekend review podcast for Nintendo fans. Happened in the community, happened Nintendo wise, and just overall anything revolving around Nintendo. So I would grab your thoughts in chats after every topic. Have our moment Reggie, which is kind of like your moment of Zen daily show, but it would be a random me Reggie that would be the show. Give shout out to Yen and their music, a couple of different things. So if that were the if that's something you're curious about, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next. So with that, have a great evening. Take care.